Hello friends. Today, I will tell you about a science fiction film called Parallel Worlds. Be careful, there will be spoilers. The film begins with a voiceover telling us about the rules of life on a planet with double gravity. In this world, two planets are so close to each other that they block the sky. The upper planet seems inverted to those below. The rules of gravity apply to both planets. Consequently, people cannot visit another planet because the gravity of their own planet pulls them down. There are three basic laws. You need to learn the three laws of double gravity. Firstly, all matter is attracted by only one gravity force, namely the gravity of their original planet. Secondly, the weight of any object can be compensated with the help of matter from the opposite world, called inverse matter. And thirdly, after a few hours of contact with the reverse matter, the contact matter burns. The upper world is called the upper world, and the lower world is called the lower world. The status of the two worlds is very different. The upper world is highly developed and rich, and the lower, underdeveloped, is poor. The inhabitants of the upper world use oil from the lower world and sell them electricity at a very high price. They exploit the resources below and thrive. People from opposite planets are strictly forbidden to contact each other. Violation of this law may be punishable by death or imprisonment. Well, fuck it. The only legitimate contact between the people of the two planets is the headquarters of the Transmere Company. It is a skyscraper connecting two worlds. People from above visit the lower world for tourism and novelties, for example, dancing under the ceiling. But people from below do not have such opportunities. The voice narrating this is the voice of a small child named Adam. Adam is a resident of the lower world. His parents died many years ago in an explosion at a factory that destroyed half of the city. So he lives in a shelter. His only relative is his great-aunt Becky, whom he visits on weekends. The only joy in Adam's life is airplanes and his aunt's flying pancakes. Airplane models and aunties flying pancakes. One day when he was at Becky's, she told him about her secret recipe for flying pancakes. Her secret recipe uses pollen from pink bees. Pink bees collect pollen from both worlds, and it can only be found on Sage Mountain. She also shows him a book about the secrets of pink bees and promises to give it to Adam when he grows up. One day, Becky sends Adam to collect pollen from the mountain. He says that this day changed his life forever. He rises higher than he has ever climbed and reaches the top. From there he clearly sees the upper world. Adam has a paper airplane in his hand, which he throws up. He flies and lands there on the ground. A beautiful girl finds him. Adam looks at her, they both smile, and then everything is clear. A few years later, Adam turned into a handsome young man. Since then, he and the girl Eden have become friends. They meet every day in the same place. Adam is also waiting for Eden at the top of the mountain that day. They meet, and Adam uses the second law of gravity to pull Eden to him. He ties a rope around her and pulls her down. They walk through the woods. Adam holds Eden in place, but suddenly they hear gunshots. They hurry back to the top of the hill. When Adam sends Eden back upstairs, the guards shoot him. The rope slips out of his hands, and Eden hits his head on the ground from above. He watches as she lies motionless on the ground, and blood oozes from her head. Meanwhile, the guards grab Adam, take him away from Becky, and imprison him. They also burn down Becky's house. Another 10 years have passed. Now Adam is a young man, working in a machine shop with his boss Albert. He is experimenting with bee pollen to create an anti-gravity formula for a face-lifting cream. However, the formula only works for a few seconds. The equipment needed to further develop the formula is only available in the upper world. One day, while at work, he saw Eden on TV and was very surprised. He hasn't seen her since the incident. It turns out that she works in Transmere. Adam is incredibly happy that she is alive. Soon, he starts working at Transmere too, because they can provide him with the resources he needs to complete the face cream formula. Adam also plans to reunite there with his youthful love. Adam is fascinated by an exclusive workplace on his first working day. The skyscraper has several floors. Floors with a plus sign are for employees from above, and floors with a minus sign are for employees from below. Adam works on the ground floor, that is, in the middle, and he has employees from both planets. The head of the institution informs him about the rules of the workplace. According to him, Adam, who is from below, was lucky that he got a prestigious job in Transmere. The inhabitants of the lower world are not supposed to be entrusted with such an important job. Finally, he informs Adam that if he steals any back matter from the upper world, he will be fired and put in jail. Another employee gives Adam the reverse matter and advises him to keep it in the refrigerator so that it does not burn. After work, Adam returns to Albert, who is angry at him for going to another world, claiming that people from above are evil. Albert is afraid that Adam may die trying to work for Transmere. But after some persuasion, he still agrees to help Adam. Meanwhile, Eden is in a self-help group where we learn that she lost all her memories before the accident. She doesn't remember Adam at all.
It's like something very important is missing.
One day at work, Adam asks his colleague Bob from the upper world to connect him with Eden. Bob agrees. That evening Adam, Albert and their friend Pablo spend together. Pablo asks Adam if it's really worth it. He's afraid that Eden won't want to talk to Adam anymore, but Adam doesn't want to stop. The next day at work, Adam gives Bob rare stamps from the underworld as a gift. He starts working hard on the face cream. In a few days, he will present the cream to the government from above. He puts it on the dog's muzzle, after which its muzzle rises. The manager is impressed and gives Adam more time to achieve a lasting effect from the cream. Adam is working overtime on this day. When the office is empty, he climbs onto a chair and calls the administrator from the upper world from Bob's phone. He then makes an appointment with Eden on behalf of Bob. Later, at Albert's store, Adam is sewn a heavy suit of reverse fabric to help him climb up. However, due to the third rule of gravity, the suit starts to burn after Adam is upstairs for a while. The next day, Adam puts on a suit in a separate room at work and disguises himself as an employee from above. As soon as he puts on a suit and shoes, their weight compensates for the weight of his body, allowing him to walk on the ceiling. He quickly runs to the floor where Eden works. He is glad to see her, but she does not recognize him. Her colleague informs Adam about Eden's amnesia.
She just doesn't remember a lot.
Adam apologizes for his visit, telling her that his face cream might interest her. He tries to tell things from his childhood, hoping to make her remember him, but she just laughs. Then his suit starts to burn. Adam rushes into the tub and tries to reduce the pain with water. When he pees, the jet rises to the ceiling. Urine enters the smoke detector. At this moment, the alarm goes off, and Adam is chased by officers, but he manages to escape. Later that night, Pablo and Albert apply ointment to his burns. Pablo remains skeptical of Caden. The next day, a signal is triggered at work. Then, the board announces the names of several employees who will be dismissed. Bob's name is also on the list. After everyone has left, Bob and Adam chat. Adam feels sorry for Bob. Before leaving, Bob gives him a box with a key card, and an identity card, so that Adam can leave the transmission building and enter the upper zone if he wants. Adam is left alone when he gets a call on Bob's phone. This is Eden. She is surprised that Adam has not returned after disappearing the day before, and wants to meet him. Adam is over the moon with happiness, and agrees to meet her at a restaurant. He goes to a private room, and puts on his costume again to disguise himself. Then using Bob's map, he exits the Trentsworld building, and enters the real upper world for the first time. Looking around, he is amazed. Then he goes to Caden's restaurant. Adam tries to evoke some memories from her, but Eden feels awkward. She is about to leave, but Adam convinces her to stay. They chat for a while, after which Adam's shoes start to burn. He has to get back down as soon as possible. They leave the restaurant and arrange a date for the next day. Adam's shoe is on fire, so he rushes to the nearest bridge and jumps into the sea. As soon as he loses his shoes, he is thrown down, and he lands in another sea already below. Finally, Adam comes home, but catches a cold. That night, Eden dreams of herself and Adam. Her memory begins to return. The next day at work, the cream formula is ready. He represents him as a member of the board. An old woman is sitting next to Adam. He puts the cream on her face, it immediately tightens. The board members applaud him. At this moment, Eden enters the audience. She notices Adam and is surprised to see that he is from below. She calls him Bob in front of everyone, but Adam tells her that she must have made a mistake and that his name is Adam. Confused, Eden runs away from there. After the meeting ends, Adam hurries upstairs in his suit. He is looking for Eden. However, she leaves the building before Adam can catch her. Adam uses Bob's card, but this time it doesn't work, as Bob has been fired. Seeing that his cover has been opened, Adam runs away pursued by the guards. He manages to escape, but he has no way to go down. Not finding Eden, he goes to Bob's house to ask for help. Bob is surprised, but sincerely welcomes him. Adam is sitting on the ceiling, when Bob hands him the suit he designed to lower Adam. This suit is designed in such a way that it does not burn, even with prolonged contact with the reverse matter. Adam then shows him the magic of pink pollen. It mixes liquids from both planets and creates a floating substance that resists the gravity of both planets. Bob is afraid that the transmitter will find out the formula and use it for his own benefit. But Adam says she has never told people from another world about the secret ingredient pink pollen. Without it, the company will not be able to produce a face-lifting cream. Dressed as Bob, Adam returns to the restaurant and finds Aiden there. He goes to talk to her, and surprisingly she is glad to see him. She tells him that she is starting to remember fragments of their childhood together. They finally kiss. However, soon the border police arrive there, and they have to separate. Adam runs away, and somehow comes back down. The police are still looking for him. His escape makes headlines. After going down, he climbs the Sage Mountain, and waits for Eden to come. Finally she arrives. The two are floating in the air, and kissing. They are just together at the top, when a group of soldiers is looking for them. The lovers try to escape, but in the end, Adam falls down, and Eden is arrested by the guards. Adam lands on a tree, and is saved from the impact, thanks to a suit of reverse matter. As Adam walks down the street in the netherworld, he is abducted by two men. They tell him that they are ready to drop the charge against Eden if Adam gives them the formula for the face cream. Then he is thrown out of the car. Now he believes that he will never see Eden again, and returns to his normal life. Meanwhile, upstairs, Bob experiments with the formula Adam showed him and discovers that with it, they can counteract the action of gravity so that people from above can go down. The next day, Eden visits Bob and asks him for help. Later that day, Adam is at Albert's store when Bob suddenly arrives there. Adam is surprised and asks him how this is possible. Bob can actually float in the air using the Adam formula. He shows him that he can stay down without the help of reverse matter. He perfected Adam's formula, and now any matter can counteract the gravity of any world. Bob also tells him that he bought the patent for the space cream earlier than Transmere, and then informs Adam that he has a date. Eden soon finds him in the underworld and tells him that she is pregnant with his child, as a result of which she can remain free in both worlds. Many years later, towering skyscrapers are visible in both worlds, showing that both sides have become prosperous. Children from both sides play basketball together, a wonderful conclusion to the story. Subscribe and watch other similar reviews, and leave a like if you liked it. Thanks for watching, and bye to everyone.